That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place... it reminds me more of being back inside the Wedge.
Except the Dahnan astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Renna, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but... are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dahna.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dahna's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think... they're They're the true rulers of Rena!
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Elton. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting just here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand. Move away! Raining flash!
Leave the torches to me!
Not on my watch!
Stop!
Orochi's fury!
Away! Denied!
This one's all mine!
Annihilation!
Anything in order is all mine!
Orochi's fury!
Just getting started!
Orochi's fury!
If it's in the
I owe
sky,
you one.
it's mine!
Blow away!
Freezing storm!
Raining flash! Blow away!
I
Raining flash!
I never miss!
Armor won't save you!
Orochi's fury!
Will this help? In here!
Trouble! The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Inferno punch!
Blow away! Raining flash!
Pull myself
Blow
together.
away!
Just getting started!
Blow away!
Hurricane!
You picked the wrong fight!
Wither Dragon!
Orochi's fury!
Here I go!
Eagle Assault!
I'll heal you all! I'll be saving ready!
Big Blast!
Healing circle!
I don't handle it!
really Firmament
Blow
Blender!
away!
Raining Blast!
Blow away!
By the power of water!
Orochi's fury!
I never miss!
Now in the groove!
Orochi's fury!
Keep
Armor
going
through
on!
Here! First more for the stockpile!
Dragon
Raining
Down!
flash!
Inferno punch!
Blow away!
Talon Hurricane!
Here's a healing word! Sleep now!
I owe you one!
From
Ignite!
blah blah blah! Sleep now!
Orochi's fury!
Here's a healing
Now
word!
in
Saving
the
all!
groove!
No further!
First aid! Heal for it! More where that came from!
Raining flash! Blow away!
Let me help!
Raining
First aid! Lightning orb! Lightning
Blow away!
Thunderblade! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Lightning!
Blow away!
They're
The
not in
flame
your
inside
dreams!
me yearns to be let free!
Lightning
Orochi's
orb!
fury!
Healing circle!
Raining flash!
Thunder field!
Try harder! No, you can't!
Dance in the wind! I'm here! Annihilation!
You picked the wrong fight! Orochi's fury!
Lightning orb! Where are you going? More where that came from!
Now you see what I can do!
Magic is there! I'll heal you all!
I'll finish you here and now!
Healing
Prepare to be
circle!
healed!
Hear me!
Leave the torches to me!
Lightning orb! Glacial spear!
Raining
Here's
flash!
evil!
Blow away!
Here's the light! Rain down! Searing flash! Searing flame! Reload!
Can't get out of this!
I'm out of what? Meteor!
Orochi's fury!
Between heaven and earth! Burning! A wailing density of lightning! Rise! Savior!
Try harder! Not a chance I could do without this pain!
Here goes!
Raining slash! Blow away!
Raging sword!
Raining slash! Eat dirt!
I won't get back!
Orochi's fury!
Not on my watch! Thunder field!
Raining slash!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! A chain between heaven and earth!
This should do it!
A wailing dance divine savior!
Eagle Assault!
Ready to go!
Blow away!
Eagle die!
Dance in the wind! First aid! Air thrust!
I'll smash you!
I'm
Just
between
getting
heaven and
started!
earth! Take a wailing dance of lightning!
Dragon Shell!
Here's a healing
Inferno
orb!
punch!
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all! Stars of light!
Whirlwind
Rain
Snap!
down!
Raining
Healing circle!
Talon
Round
Hurricane!
Prima!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Will this help?
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alph, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Boran was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
It's too late! You can't stay here!
We need to go! Alphen!
But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renasolma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renasolma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Brennans or Danans.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
I didn't see that coming about...
Tell me about...
They
So what?
Is the
How about you?
No.
I had just...
Unfortunately,
both set?
Yeah, they...
Backing down! Bring them down! Burn it up! I'll tear you apart!
Lightning Orb! Where are you going? They really don't give up, do they? This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! The flame inside will cure to be let free!
We
easy ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and recovery is to me. That freaking does it! Eagle
A wailing Dancy of lightning!
Everyone hanging in there?
Little help!
You picked the wrong fight!
Sleep now.
Fury!
Confiscated!
Take this!
These ones can run rings around us! Here's a healing art!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Really owes you one.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Luna Rosa!
Serpent Knuckle!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Eat this! Too fast!
Stand back.
Away!
I'll trip it up.
Raining Slash! Blow away! Orochi's Fury!
I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
I'm on shadows!
Eat this!
Blow away! Raining Slash! Raining Slash!
Here's a healing art! In here!
Blow away!
That's
Orochi's Fury!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Little help!
Eater!
Watch it!
Here, help!
Raining Slash! Orochi's Fury!
That'll bring you down!
I'll be saving this one!
Do it! Quiver Thread!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here I go, heaven and earth! And again, lightning!
I'll tear you apart!
Divine save! I can do it all day!
Orochi's Fury!
Reload! Reload!
Divine Dragon Shout!
Blow away! Orochi's Fury!
Seems about right to me.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed. which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease. Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldaman and Sia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid, as people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, You were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnagain's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegus till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegus who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits. Looks like the people of Lenegus can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I was complete. And when a lord,
I think the ability... Zephyr.
even if it or this
There's just...
How long?
No.
About the...
Why ask? But
So based...
leave the... If my well then.
He's among us. You were thinking.
I was just... It was always... But now?
So,
Oh, It probably...
must be a pretty.
All the... If Doha...
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix, too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renis Alma. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should... What? Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone! Look there!
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
A flower of oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We're watching Dana die before our eyes. And we...
Law, calm down!
Right.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Now what?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here?
Perhaps.
We haven't been ambushed.
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us. No!
What?
No. Again, seriously. Besides,
Actually,
before long, which isn't,
so
it's fine. I I appreciate until I get maybe it'll.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
It's called experiencing feelings appropriate to the situation.
Yeah, but...
Oh.
Staying alert is important.